Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back once again to Shadow Gaming. Now today is going to be a bit of a different one. Now you may notice that there have been some changes, and I'll tell you for why is I started to record this episode a few days ago, but my computer crashed because of an unstable overclock, sorry. So I've tried my best to recover the world, but it took itself back about a week. So some things may look a bit different. We've obviously moved this over, and I put this in just to give it cobblestone, and yeah, so that basically. So in this episode, what I've noticed is that, oh yeah, and we got some ingots and some ores, and I've upgraded to crystal chests. Now in this episode, what I have noticed is we got a surprising lack of redstone. Now another way to get redstone is to, again, using X near Halo, is getting dust and sieving dust, and that also gives you glowstone as well. So that's quite useful. So what we need is another sieve. Hang on, there we are. Sieve. So we need... Sorry about this, guys, they're very loud. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly pulverise some wool to get some string. We've got this spare pulverizer from when we set one up last time. We should have some ender pearls. Yep, because I went hunting for endermen. So we want to make a vacuum. Actually, we don't even need to make a vacuum hopper, I don't think. With the way I'm going to set this out, we need our... We can use normal leadstone flux ducts. We don't need hardened ones because we're only running a single pulverizer. We need some servos, which we have plenty of. We need 2 autonomous activators. Now, I'm not going to make many of the autonomous activators, and the reason for that is that, well, you'll see why in a moment. I'm really sorry, guys. The people I live with are so loud. Autonomous activators, pistons. Let's make a stack of them, they're always useful. Boom, chest. Make 2 of them. There we are. We also want some item ducts. It's very hot in here, guys. Our jetpack could do with a little bit of charge in it. Yeah, so sorry if this looks a bit jittery. It is a little bit jittery since I took the overclock off, but I am working on saving up a bit of money to get a new CPU. And I'll be honest, it is one of the best on the market. You cannot get much better. Boom. So it should now be getting power, which it is. Right. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to mute this. There we are. That's on silent. Right. So we want our autonomous activator there, and one there. Now, from what I'm aware, these don't need RF to click, if I'm not mistaken. But we will find out. So that one's got to be blue. All of those ones can be turned off. That one's got to be red. I'm pretty sure pulverizing sand doesn't give us any byproducts either, so we can feel free to just do that. Right, let's go grab the sieve. What we're also going to have to set up is a second auto crafting for. Why am I looking in there? That's what I want, string. We're also going to have to set up a second auto crafter, set of auto crafters, because this is going to give us a whole new set of different ores. This is going to give us ore dust instead of ore gravel. Sieve. So let's make a couple of silk mesh. And let's make an oak sieve. Oh, sorry guys. And if we chuck that there, okay, maybe it does need power. Yeah, I think it does. Okay. Boom, boom. Right, so that's sieving the dust. So we're getting all sorts of stuff in here, including bone meal now, which is good. I think we're going to have to upgrade the servo on here because that's now going too fast for it to handle. So let's work on a new servo. What's on here at the minute? It's a hardened servo, isn't it? An Invar servo, which I think is a hardened servo. So if we make some, can we make some signalum? Signalum blend. No. We'll come to that. Electrum we can make, can't we? But I think the reason we can't make electrum is we need hardened glass. So we need an induction smelter. Induction smelter. Oh Christ, we're missing pretty much all of it. We don't actually have any Invar. Invar is made from iron and nickel. Ferrous. Iron. I'm sure we made some of this, guys. Although that may have been before the world crashed, so... Yeah, I think it was. I think it was just before the world crashed, so... We do need to make some more. We're still not at the point where we are making enough electricity during the day to sustain the night from our... I'm so sorry, guys. Shut up. There's another hard server there, we'll take that. Lead, don't want that. Chromium. Invar? Any Invar? No, I didn't think so. Oh well. Let's head back down. Boom, that'll do. 10 of that, so we need 5 of these. 1. We've got a lot of ingots in here. And I'll tell you why I've not put them in the ME terminal yet, and that's because these keep filling up quite quickly. Because they're only 1K ones, they can only store a certain amount of... I don't know. I don't remember if it's items or amount of an item before it starts a new stack. I can't remember, I'm afraid. Let's put them together like so. Invar blend. Let's chuck them in there. Put that copper back in there. That should do us for a moment. Induction furnace. No, maybe it won't. Maybe I do need more. 1, 2, need 2 of them. Induction, induction furnace. I don't have a tin gear. We need to come up with some sort of automation for this, just to make it a bit easier. Thermal foundation. Make a stack of them. They're always useful. Quite nice to have laying around. Make one of them. Let's make a stack of them as well. Boom. Induction smelter. We can chuck that. Got a mismatch of cables going around in here. Oh, shut up, you pleb. So we want a hardened glass. So it's lead and obsidian dust. Lead and obsidian dust. So let's crush that up. Right, that and that. This uses quite a bit of energy, this uses 40. Boom, 2 hardened glass. Right, so, servo. Can we now make one of them? We can. There we are. We made some. Reinforced servo. Right. So let's pop down here again. As you can see, that is now full. So what we want to do is we want to break into our wall here, take our servo out, and set that to low. And that should start emptying. I think it is emptying, but it's quite slow. Yeah, it's emptying. Slowly but surely. Right, guys. So the next part of it is making a second row of these auto crafters. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shoot off, and I will do that off camera, and we will join back once that is finished. So I will see you in a minute. So ladies and gents, and welcome back. I'm just making off the finishing touches to the second level of our auto crafting, and in essence unlimited ore production. So that should now be it. That should all be working in theory. Yeah, it is. There's the new ores going through. There you are, dust ores. That's now empty. That's working its way through. That's working. This is going really well, guys. We got a nice little system going here. There's our first bit of dust. Obviously, dust still gets us the same amount, but we get... actually, let's have a little dust. Foam, no. Dust, there we are. So, dust is used for... Yeah, so you can get glowstone, redstone, we can get even skystone dust, and we can actually get blaze powder from this, so we shouldn't actually need to go back to the nether to get blaze powder either. So it's quartz dust, which is going to be useful, and bone meal is quite a high percentage. So that's going to help us when we come to setting up our farms, which we are going to be doing because I want to dive into the realms of sort of biomass electricity. So what we're actually going to make for the rest of this episode is I can't remember what they're called. I know it's part of applied energistics. That's all I know. Crystal growth accelerator. I'm going to try and make one of these. So, if we make 2 blocks, we need some more quartz glass. Quartz glass. There we are. Oops, no, wrong thing. What is that? A vibration chamber. Ooh, that sounds quite cool. I wonder what that is. So 1, 2. Now, the reason I'm making these is because it is quite an issue when you struggle to actually make the what you might call it, crystals, because they just take so long to grow. I know this is a complete waste of cable doing it this way, but we can make more. Actually, it was just cable, wasn't it? And then just find anyone, do that. 4. That should do. Yeah, that's gonna just reach us. Right, so they've now got power. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some of what we've used for the flooring, some polished stone, and just surround them like so. We need a bucket of water. So what's going to happen, guys, between this episode and next is I'm going to flatten this area here. And the reason I'm going to flatten this area is because I want to set up like a little wheat farm, tree farm, just something to produce... Oh, sorry, that is very loud. Something that we can use to produce biofuel, for which we can then make electricity from biofuel instead of burning coal and stuff like that. And I admit coal and uranium and all of that is by far the cheapest and easiest way to do it, but I think we can do it better. Let's have a quick sleep. Right. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, you may have also noticed that I actually made some item ducts, the transparent ones, so we can actually see the dusts coming through the pipe, which I find pretty cool. It's quite nice to watch. So if you actually look at this pipe, we are producing ores actually fairly quickly. You can see them coming through at a fair rate. But what I'm thinking is I might even get rid of this chest, because broadly speaking it has no function, because all it does is take all the stuff upstairs anyway. It's just... we'll see. It's just another place where we got a server where we don't need it. But what we are going to do is we are going to connect this back up now. So we've got our water. So I can't remember by how much these accelerate it. So we're going to get some seeds. No, we don't have essence seeds. That would have been a pretty cool mod to play with. I may look into installing that into it. What was I trying to make? Pure Certus quartz. Those ones. Certus quartz seed made from Certus quartz dust and sand in a puddle. So Certus quartz dust and sand. Screw it, do the lot. Is that how you do it? I think that's how you do it. That's what it said, wasn't it? It's made from certus quartz dust and sand into a puddle of water. Boom, boom. Sand, certus quartz dust. What am I missing here, guys? Certus quartz seed made from certus quartz dust and sand into a puddle. Do I have to actually combine them outside? Oh, the 54, that should last us a while. Let's just chuck that in there, leave it for a few seconds, we'll pick them up in a minute. So guys, I hope you have actually enjoyed this episode. Obviously there was a bit of a gap where I just went downstairs and made all of that, but you saw us make a few things that we've not done before, which was quite nice. Yeah, so let's quickly pick them up. They're at 8%, so yeah, this makes it a hell of a lot quicker, because before we waited, I think I waited about 3 or 4 hours for them to actually finish, and it took forever. Right, so guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed, dislike it if you disliked it, comment anything you wish to comment, what you want to see, where we want to go with the series, literally anything. Yeah, don't forget that in the description below there's going to be a GoFundMe link. Don't feel like you have to donate, but if you do wish to donate, it really does help me, and it does also fund everything that I get from my computer to make the videos and all the programs. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.